In the small town of Umudike, there stood a popular restaurant called Mama Ngozi's Kitchen. From sunrise to sunset, the place was always crowded. Workers skipped other restaurants just to eat there. Students spent their last money there. Travelers changed their routes just to taste her food. People often joked that Mama Ngozi must have a secret ingredient. They had no idea how right they were. Mama Ngozi was a woman in her late 60s. She always wore colorful wrappers and expensive gold jewelry. Her smile was warm. Her voice was gentle. But behind her friendly appearance hid a terrifying secret. Every midnight, when the town slept, Mama Ngozi locked herself inside the restaurant. She would enter a hidden room beneath the kitchen. The room was filled with strange symbols painted in blood. Dark candles burned with blue flames. Animal bones hung from the ceiling. At the center stood a black clay pot. A pot she never allowed anyone to touch. Kneeling before it, she would whisper strange words. Then a thick black smoke would rise from the pot. The smoke carried hundreds of faint voices, begging, screaming. They were the trapped souls of her customers. Years earlier, Mama Ngozi had made a covenant with a powerful demon. In exchange for wealth and fame, she agreed to feed people food mixed with a cursed powder. Anyone who consumed it repeatedly became spiritually connected to her. Little by little, their free will disappeared. Their minds became weak. And when they died, their souls belonged to the demon. One day, a young journalist named David arrived in town. David was known for investigating strange mysteries. Tall and intelligent, he noticed something unusual almost immediately. The townspeople behaved strangely. Many looked tired. Others stared blankly into space. Some seemed unable to make simple decisions without consulting Mama Ngozi. Even successful business owners would suddenly abandon important work just to sit in her restaurant for hours. Something felt wrong. Very wrong. David decided to investigate. The first clue came from an elderly man. The man whispered nervously, "Young man, don't eat her food." David frowned. Why? That night, David sneaked behind the restaurant. Rain poured heavily. Thunder shook the sky. Through a small window, he watched Mama Ngozi disappear into the hidden room beneath the kitchen. Curiosity overcame fear. He found another entrance and quietly followed her. The moment he stepped inside, a cold wind struck him. The air smelled of decay. The walls were covered with names. Thousands of names. Each one belonging to a former customer. Then he heard it. Whispers. Hundreds of whispers. Help us. Run. She's coming. David's heart pounded. Suddenly, he saw glowing figures emerging from the darkness. Transparent human shapes. Souls. Trapped souls. One spirit stepped forward. It was a young woman. Tears streamed down her ghostly face. We all ate here. David could barely breathe. What happened to you? The spirit pointed toward the black clay pot. Our souls are trapped inside it. Destroy it. A loud voice echoed through the chamber. Too late. David froze. Mama Ngozi stood behind him. Her eyes glowed red. Her smile had vanished. Her body seemed larger than before. Less human. More monster. Black smoke coiled around her. The demon inside her had awakened. The spirit screamed. Candles exploded. The room shook violently. Mama Ngozi raised her hands. Dark shadows shot toward David. But before they reached him, the spirit of the young woman pushed him aside. Run! David grabbed a nearby iron rod and struck the black pot. Nothing happened. He hit it again. A crack appeared. The trapped souls began screaming louder. Mama Ngozi shrieked in fury. The entire room trembled. David swung with all his strength. Crash! The pot shattered. A blinding light filled the underground chamber. Thousands of souls burst free. The demon roared in anger. The spirit surrounded Mama Ngozi. For the first time, fear appeared on her face. The dark power that had protected her for decades vanished instantly. The walls began collapsing. The candles died. The symbols disappeared. And the demon dragged her screaming into the darkness she had served for so many years. The next morning, the restaurant was gone. Only ashes remained. The strange behavior of the townspeople slowly disappeared. People regained clarity. Businesses recovered. Families reunited. And for the first time in decades, the town knew peace. But old residents still tell visitors one warning. If a place seems too good to be true, be careful what you're feeding your body. Because sometimes the real cost of a meal is far greater than money.